Hello, welcome back to Technology Review. I'm your host, Mac Jackson Jr. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Technology Review TV. Remember to give us a thumbs up if you like our show. I'm also on Twitter at twitter.com/Mac Jackson Jr. and LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/Mac Jackson Jr. You can find my website at macjacksonjr.com. In this segment, we call it the new gadgets for technology. These are apps that we recommend you should have on your smart devices to mitigate and protect you from identity theft and fraud. But first, I'd like to give you some information about my show and my brand and what I do here on Technology Review. You could do that by texting my name, Mac, M-A-C-K, text M-A-C-K to the number 444-999. That's 444-999, and not like a pizza 999. It's 444-999. All right, folks. Yes, you text that information, and we will send you information on my brand, products and services that you definitely should have in your toolbox within your organization. I also wanted to say a shout out to InSync Virtual Desktop Solutions out of Washington State. A great program if you want to be able to have a totally protected system and not have to worry about backups or viruses involving your applications that you're utilizing in your workplace. All your endpoints protected. That's a good way to do it, is to use a company called InSync out of Washington, California. InSync Virtual Desktop Cloud Solutions. An application I've spoke about a lot on the show that I am very, very proud of. I use it a lot. It's regarding tracking and storing all of your information and having available to you at your fingertips. Imagine needing an important document, a business card, a note that you made 3 weeks ago, a website you visited 6 months ago, but all you have with you right now is your smartphone, and you're thinking, wow, what was the name of that important information? Wouldn't it be nice to just take your smart device and do a text search for a handwritten note that you've created 6 months, a year ago? Yes, absolutely, folks. This is possible. Very, very possible. How about writing notes? Wouldn't it be nice if you could take a notebook and a pen and make handwritten notes from a business meeting, a convention that you're in, or just your projects that you're working on, or drawings that you're doing. And then once the notes are completed in your notebook, just take your smart device and magically take pictures of every page. That's right, folks, every page, and have that information digitized and available for you in a PDF. That's right, folks, in a PDF format that you can instantly send out, email out, and collaborate with your partners and associates. Yes, folks, this technique and software is available. It's available now. The program is called Evernote. Yes, folks, Evernote by the company Evernote.com, EVERNOTE.com. You can store photos, bank statements, PDF files, all this information instantly. And the notebook I was telling you about, the notebook that I'm reviewing right now is called Everlast. And what's cool about this notebook, folks, is you could take your pen. There's a version of the Pilot pen, right? And it will allow you to write on the actual notebook in a pen form. And there's an eraser. Yes, that's right, folks, an eraser that erases ink. It's pretty cool. Once you get the information written on your notebook, you take a picture of it, scan it automatically. It stores in Evernote that you can get later on. After you finish writing down your notes and you have it stored in Evernote, all you need to do is take a damp cloth and wipe the pages clean. Absolutely amazing. And reuse them again for your next project. So now you have a notebook you can reuse and reuse and reuse without spending lots of money on paper. And yes, folks, this is the first step towards paperless. Yes, paperless note-taking, paperless documents. So think about that. 2 products, Everlast Notebook with the software program called Evernote. You can be able to have a paperless documents that you could store. Definitely check them out. Again, the website is Evernote at EVERNOTE.com, EVERNOTE.com. Now, let's say you're on your desktop, your laptop at office or at home, you have a small business and you need to back up your information. Backing up, folks, is very, very important. Even more prevalent now because of ransomware that's happening, where your computer systems are frozen and held hostage to cyber thieves for ransom. You need to back up your data. There are several programs out there that allow you to back up your data and giving you security that way. One of the ones that I will recommend to you is called Carbonite from Carbonite.com. You can back up and store all of your information and have it accessible to you when needed again. But I also recommend you go through the next step, folks, and do a restore. I also would suggest that you have a training day, preferably twice a year, that you go through a backup and a restore process. In other words, the question I have for you is, what would it cost you if you lost your data for a day? How long could you be down without your computer system? This information you need to know, and it gives you that much sense of security knowing that if all your machines went down, how long it would take you to come back, to bring them all back up and running and being online again. Things to think about. Also, when it comes to backup, making sure that you have a correct restore process. So you back it up and make sure you restore it. And the also part of it also includes your smart devices, like your phone. All the phone numbers that we have in our phones nowadays, folks, we need to make sure they are backed up as well. One of the best things to do to avoid cyber attacks on your systems, to mitigate it, is to make sure you have the latest versions of antivirus software on your laptops and your desktops, and you go through the updates. It can be a hassle sometimes, but you do it at the end of the day where you're not on the computer. You're at a Wi-Fi location that is secured within your home or your office. Go through all the updates and update all the apps on your smart devices and make sure that they are in sync and correct. As far as going to a coffee shop, when you go into a coffee shop, folks, here's another piece of software that you should be concerned with. It is a VPN, a virtual private network. And what it does, gives you that extra layer of protection, or cloaking, if you would, your smart device. Whereas you're on a Wi-Fi, it's harder for the cyber thieves to penetrate your network and find out who you are. They may not put malware in your system, but they can look over your shoulder and get your user ID and password, go to the same website you just visited after you left, and create malicious activities or meddle in your personal identifiable information. So that's why it's important for you to have a VPN on your smart device when you are accessing hotspots around the world. When you're using your browser and you have hundreds of websites that you visit, like most of us do, we have user ID and a password to access this information. We have different passwords, different user IDs for all of these different websites we access. Trying to remember this information can be daunting and tedious. And again, folks, we never recommend writing anything down, a user ID or password down on a piece of paper, because basically what you've done there is created currency. You've taken a blank piece of paper and you made it worth dollar value. So never write that down. Having a program called a password management system will give you an extra sense of security, because all you have to remember is one user ID and one password. And using a password management system, it will store and remember all of your passwords for all the websites you visit automatically. And they can be accessible to you from any of your smart devices. There are two password management systems I recommend. One is called LastPass, spelled LASTPASS.com. LastPass. The other is called Dashlane, Dashlane.com. There are two amazing programs that are safe and secure that you could use, and you can also use it with your coworkers as well, where your coworkers won't even know your user ID or your password, but they can assist you when needed. So those are just two examples, folks, of a program you should have. Again, to find out more information, it's quite simple. Go to my website at macjacksonjr.com. Remember, send me a text to the word MACK, that's Mac, M-A-C-K, to 444-999. That's 444-999, and we will send you information about our products and services that we offer here at MJ Computer Concepts. That's 444-999, text the word MACK. You can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/technologyreviewtv. That's facebook.com/technologyreviewtv. Or LinkedIn. Yes, LinkedIn.com/IN/Mac Jackson Jr., where I have information on my previous projects that I've worked on with clients like yours, talked to families like your families, and gave them advice on how to protect their data from cyber crimes. Folks, you like that? We have lots more in our next segment. We'll be right back after these messages.